Hello, this is Enrico Giubertoni. Today we need to talk about AI, but not in the way everyone else is talking about it, not about the hype, the excitement, the endless possibilities. We need to talk about the part no one wants to look at, the part that happens after the hype fades, the part that can make or break your company, your brand, your entire market position. Because right now, a choice is being made inside your organization. It's being made with or without you. And it's a simple choice. Is your AI a strategic asset, or is it a ticking time bomb? Let's start with the simple truth. The AI you are so excited about, it lies. Not because it's evil, not because it's plotting against you. It lies because it is designed to be confident, not to be right. Think about generative AI, Chat, GPT, Gemini, Copilot. We see them as helpful assistants, and they are. But they are also masters of illusion. They can produce text that sounds authoritative, confident, persuasive. And it can be completely, utterly wrong. But now, think bigger. Think about the next evolution, AI agents. Autonomous systems that don't just answer questions but perform tasks on behalf of your brand. Imagine an AI agent managing your customer service queue, deciding who gets a discount and who doesn't. That is where we are going, and that is where the risk multiplies. These are autonomous systems. They don't just answer questions. They act on behalf of your brand. They manage customer service or direct sales dialogues in your apps and websites. They create marketing content. They represent your company in thousands of automated daily interactions. So, let me ask you a direct question. What happens when your AI agent, operating automatically and instantly, draws upon the hidden biases in its data and generates a sexist sales pitch or a racist response to a customer complaint? That is no longer a simple error. That is a brand-defining incident happening at machine scale. And that is where the real risk lies. And here is the real problem. Your teams are busy. They are under pressure. They see a perfect, well-written answer. Do you really think they are triple-checking the sources? Or are they accepting the output, copying, pasting, moving on? The speed and convenience of AI are its greatest strengths and its most profound weakness, because it's creating a trust trap. We are being trained to trust the machine's confident answer, and we are forgetting to use our own critical judgment. This isn't a future problem. It's happening right now. It's a core challenge of AI ethics, and it's happening on your watch. Now let's talk about something even more dangerous than lies. Let's talk about bias. We all know the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. If you train an AI on biased data, you get a biased AI. Simple, but it's much deeper than that. The real challenge is what we call emergent collective bias. This means even if you have good data, even if your individual models seem fair, the AI can still create bias. All on its own. It learns from patterns we can't even see. It finds shortcuts. It makes assumptions. A brilliant professor I follow, Andreina Mandeli, explains this perfectly in her work. Algorithms are not neutral. They are programmed by human beings, and humans have a worldview. We have values. We have unconscious biases, and we code them directly into the machine. The algorithm becomes a reflection of its creator, a mirror, but sometimes it's a distorted mirror, a mirror that amplifies our flaws on a massive industrial scale. Think about your HR department. Imagine your AI analyzing the last 10 years of hiring data, it sees a pattern. More men were promoted in engineering, more women in marketing. The AI doesn't know the history, the context, the societal reasons. It just sees a pattern, and its job is to replicate successful patterns. So what does it do? It starts favoring male candidates for technical roles. It silently perpetuates the very biases you are spending millions to eliminate from your human teams. This is not a bug. It is the system working as designed. And ignoring this, pretending it's not happening, that exposes your company to enormous legal risk, to severe reputational damage. This is how your AI, your engine of growth, becomes a public relations nightmare. Addressing AI bias is not an option. It is non-negotiable for any responsible leader. South, what is the solution? This brings us to the core of our conversation today, the litmus test. A simple test to see where you really stand. Because in this new reality, there are only two states. Your AI governance is either a strategic asset. This means it's transparent, it's controlled, it actively builds customer loyalty, it builds unbreakable brand trust, it is a fortress for your brand's integrity. Oriented as a critical blind spot, a black box system, a mystery inside your own company, a system that is eroding that same trust, silently making you vulnerable, not just to legal risk, but to total market rejection. So, how do you find out which one you have? This is about leadership. It requires a framework built on 3 pillars. First, responsible data practices. Your data must be fair. Your customers' privacy must be a priority. Second, well-defined boundaries. You must decide where the AI stops and a human decides. That line must be clear. It must be absolute. Third, robust algorithmic transparency. If you cannot explain how your AI reached a conclusion, you do not have control. It's that simple. This is not theory. This is about your company's future. This is about your market position. I call this journey from values to victory because your corporate values are the only thing that can guide your AI strategy. And that strategy is what leads to victory in the market. So I will leave you with the 3 questions from the litmus test. The questions that reveal everything. I want you to think about them tonight in your next board meeting. Think about them and be honest with yourself. 1. Are you certain your AI isn't learning the same biases you're paying to eliminate in your human teams? 2. When your AI makes a critical error, will you have a clear chain of accountability or just a scapegoat? And 3. Is your AI building a unique competitive advantage, or is it just generating the same generic output as your rivals? Your answers to these questions will define your approach, and your approach will define your future, asset or blind spot, trust or rejection. The choice for now is still yours.